into the light and use every bit of the power I have inside. And so what you waiting on? Who you waiting for? You don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar. Just do you. Somebody's got to change the game. Just do you. Every mountain needs someone to climb it. Every ocean needs someone to dive in. Every dream needs someone to wish it. Every adventure needs someone to live it. So what you waiting on? Who you waiting for? You don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar. Just do you. Somebody's got to change the game. Just do you. If you create the game, then you create the rules. And if you just be you, there's no way you can lose. There's a story waiting for you to write it. There's a treasure waiting for you to find it. There's a picture waiting for you to paint it. There's a dollar waiting for you to make it. So what you waiting on? Who you waiting for? You don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you.
Hey ladies, or everyone, because we may have gentlemen on here as well. We want to welcome you to another night with Karen and Michaels. We want to welcome you to her showcasing herself and hope that you are here having a good time for the dream making sale, Maker's Mindset and Money. So we hope that you have all the materials you need ready for tonight. This is going to be an excellent time as usual. Some of you I saw a few days ago, and if I saw you then, welcome back. So we just want to invite you here tonight to have a good time, to soak in all the good jewels that she's going to drop on you, take in some good information. If you have any questions throughout, please make sure you put those in the chat. So right now we'll keep everybody on mute, but if you have any issues, please let us know. Karen is here along with her BOT tribe. So we're welcoming you all here for an excellent time.
I guess I'll rap on your door, tap on your window pane. I wanna tell you, baby, changes up.
Hey y'all, hey. How you doing? Welcome to the Michael's Dream Make Sale platform tonight. How are you guys? Let me see the gallery. I like to see the faces. I like to see who I'm talking to. Hello. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Zeta New Zeta Inkster. How you doing, girl? Hi, Carrie and Sister Samantha and Crystal and Tanya and Kiana and Nicole and Julie and Allison and Tayana and Roche and Gina, Stephanie, Maria, Janelle. Hey, Marquita. Oh my goodness. I see so many beautiful ones. Now, obviously I want to say every name, but right now it is 373 people in here. So that ain't happening. But you know my love, and I'm saying hello to each and every one of you guys. Hello. I see a lot of my tribe members in here. CBCIC, I love it. So drop that in the chat. CBCIC, are y'all excited? And for all of you guys that don't know what CBCIC is, basically it is my tribe. It is my private group, my mentorship group. And they are here. We travel in packs, y'all. We travel in packs, and that's what it is. and they come and support me wherever I am, and I go and support them wherever they are. And so I always like to shout them out because I appreciate their time and their energy for being here. Okay, so I got, man, 16 pages or 16 screens of beautiful people up in here, and we're climbing. We almost at 400 people. Oh my gosh. Y'all could be doing anything else on a Tuesday night, but you are here with me. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So now drop it in the chat. How are you guys on 1 to 10 today when we're talking about mindset? Be honest. Be honest. We all family here. Where we at with our mindset? We on a great number 10. I could go home if y'all are number 10 with your mindsets and y'all good to go. I mean, we could shut down and I could go home right now. Look at that. I got some 5s. I got some 10s. It's probably, and I bet my 10s, are my CBCIC tribe, but it's rolling so fast I can't tell because they already know. Okay, somebody said 88, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 8, 7, 4s. Okay. All right. Yes. Somebody said it was going so fast I can't see it, but I think somebody said they love my energy. Thank you. Rough and emotional. Okay, I didn't catch the name, but I saw the wording. All right, I see them 10s. All of those are my people. I love it. I love it. Well, first of all, I kind of wanted to scan the room and see. Thank you, Olivia. I love your energy too. How about that? Hey, Yvette, how you doing from Connecticut? How you doing up there, girl? Hey. I got people from all over the country. Okay, yeah, that's another thing I want you to do while I introduce myself and why you are here to learn from me and why I know what I know. Go ahead and drop in the chat your city and state where you're from. I want to know who I'm talking to. Covington, Georgia. Yes. New York, Houston. I see it. Nashville, Columbus. I think I saw St. Thomas in there. Okay. So we get, all right. I love it. We got some Cali people. Yes, it's going fast, y'all. I see it, but I got a memory. My brain is like, I love it. Thank you so much. Got to make sure you guys are there. Okay, so my name is Karen Baxter. If you don't know me, my name is Karen Baxter. Birmingham, Alabama. Hey, I lived there for a long time. Okay. Karen Baxter, aka Ms. Ms. Creative CEO. Ms. Creative CEO. And what I do is I'm an empowerment coach, a mindset mentor, and your craft business bestie. And what I do is I empower women to get out of their own way. I help them get their mindsets together so that they can level up their lives through their creativity. I help them take their businesses literally and figuratively out of the back room into the boardroom so we can do what? Take it to the bank. Backroom, boardroom, business, bank. I need you to drop that in the chat. Backroom, boardroom, business, bank. Don't forget it, okay? That's what I do, okay? And I have been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it, I don't even know. It was just always been a thing for me that I've always tried to help people figure out ways of making money, leveling themselves up, giving advice and things like that. And I never took myself seriously. I just thought I was just doing something, right? But I wasn't. I was actually manifesting what I'm doing here today. All right. I have been an entrepreneur for 25 plus years. I've been successful in all I have done. I'm not saying I haven't had any mishaps. I'm not saying I didn't have any failures, but I've been successful because either I've made money or I learned a lesson. And as long as you learn a lesson, you will always win. Okay. So I have been in 25 plus years of entrepreneurship. I've been in the $1 Million Club in real estate. I'm still a licensed real estate agent. Okay. I've been an insurance agent. I've sell lotions and potions, cars, shoes, purses, jewelry, handbag. I'm a creative, guys. I'm a creative. So I've done a little bit of all that thing. And I bet all of y'all can relate to having been on a little bit of everything, right? And I also own a tax company, right? And so one year particularly, I got, because I'm right and left brain, right? And so I got so stressed out with the logic of taxes, I needed something creative, right? To spark, but I wasn't in the right mindset or the right environment to really spark, or nurture my creativity. But this particular year, I just could not calm down. I couldn't get it. So I needed something creative to do with my hands. And that's when the spark really started for my creative business. What happened, I was just doing it to be doing it. And I put it on Facebook talking about, oh, look what I did. And child, somebody said, I pay you to make me one? What? You gonna pay me to do what? So that turned into something else because I'm an entrepreneur at heart, right? And so I started doing my business, which is Nakai Designs, Nikai. That name came from my children, Naya, Nai, and Kyle, Nakai. That's where that came from. And I started that business, and I've been very successful with that, and I have not looked back. And I have been supporting myself on crafting and creativity for about 7 years now. Okay. I support myself. So I know what I know. I've been through the ups and downs. I've lost money. I've made money. I've been worried. I've been scared. I've had imposter syndrome. I've not known whether or not this was for me. I said, I need to go get a job. I don't need to do this. What was I thinking? Her stuff looks better than my stuff. She got more likes than I got. So I need to do whatever she doing, I need to do it because evidently she's better than me because she's getting more likes. Y'all know what I mean. Come on, drop a heart in the chat or some hands, one or something. Let me know y'all understand what I'm saying. Make sure we on the same page here, right? Yup. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all, I get you. I understand. We're here. We're here. So that's what makes me qualified to be able to tell you what it is because, sweetie, I've been down that path. I have been down that path. If you saw my craft room, child, you'd be like, is this a craft room or an episode of Hoarders? Y'all also know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that's why y'all all are laughing because y'all know I got Michaels in my store in my room. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Because y'all know we got to have 5 sets of everything. We can't just go buy one sheet of cardstock, especially when Michaels has the discount going on, 50% off everything. Plus, you can use your 20% coupon or something. You know I need 5 of them. I didn't even use one of them. I still got all 5 of them in the room in there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I get it. And so I'm uniquely qualified because I have been in your shoes. I have done all of the things. I have felt more or less all of the feelings that you probably are feeling, all right, or have felt, and trying to learn how to get past those things in order to really turn your hobby into a real legitimate business. Now, I say sometimes hobby to hustle because it's cute. The alliteration is really cute and everything. Hobby to hustle, that's cute. But we don't hustle. We are legit businesses. This is not a hustle for me. I am a certified business. I make money doing what I do. I treat my business like a business, not a side hustle. A hustle is just something you kind of do here and there. You throw it against the wall and see if it sticks, right? Excuse me. A business has structure. A business has a clear goals. They know what they're doing. And that's why businesses succeed. Businesses put plans in place that hustles don't. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have the right mindset from Jump Street. Now I see somebody, who was it? It was Crystal Taylor. I saw her flip her page and everything. You downloaded. I hope all of you guys, you just reminded me about the download, baby. I hope all of you guys downloaded your little free notebook, okay? So you can get your pens out because gems will be dropped tonight. And I talk fast sometimes. So if for some reason we need to slow down, if you have some questions or anything, tell my team, my team, all of them, if you're looking at them, they all have BOD. They are my team. They are the people that help me stay together. I am Miss Creative CEO. Therefore, a CEO needs a board of directors because that's who keeps the CEO in line. And so my team actually does keep me in line. So if you see anybody with the black, purple, and gold and white, that's my team. So you can reach out to them. Adrian Singleton, Shalita Joseph, Janine Cousin, Elizabeth Aaron, Jantel Walker, Watkins, Krishna Brown, and Andrea Edwards. If you find them, tell my team that you're having issues or you have some questions or something like that, and we will take care of them for you. Okay? So y'all ready? Because I'm gonna get serious. Kiana, with that cute little baby, are you the one from Clubhouse? Are you from Clubhouse? You are? Okay, I remember the spelling of your name. I remember that. Okay. Thank you for coming out tonight. Okay. So the first thing we're going to talk about is we are makers. I'm trying to get my bearings. Makers, mindset, and money. Makers, mindset, and money. So we are makers. We got that part out of the way. We all know that, right? But this thing right here, mindset, that's the thing that gets you hung up every single time. I can teach you how to make money. I can teach you how to make money all day long. I can teach you how to set up your Etsy. I can teach you about Shopify. I can teach you about this, that, and the third. Systems. I can teach you about branding. I can teach you about all of that stuff. I can. But unless you have the right mindset, you're not going to do anything I tell you. Do you wonder why that a lot of times I bet you guys have invested in programs or email systems that you thought would help you, how-tos, you watch YouTube videos all the time about how to do this, you read this book, you read that book, but do you guys somehow feel stuck somewhere? Like, why can't I just push through and get through whatever I'm feeling? I'm read this, I've taken this course, I've taken this lesson, I've downloaded this worksheet, I've done this, that, and the other, but yet I'm still stuck in this thing. Do y'all?
Hey, Karen. Oh, sorry. There's a slight issue. You cut out for a second. I think the connection was loose. No, it's okay.
Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Thank you, Olivia. Forgive me. Okay, cool. So I'll rewind. So I think to where, oh yeah. So if you guys wonder why I can't just get through and push through because I've gotten all of this information, right? It is because your mindset is not prepared to absorb the information. If you do not feel like you are deserving of success, it does not matter how many workshops, it does not matter how many workbooks, worksheets, classes, these type of Zoom calls that you're on, if you're not willing to admit that you have a mindset issue. Now, as crafters, makers, we are unique in the marketplace. And the reason why is because what happens is it's heart and soul work. What we do comes from us. It is not like we are going to purchase some jewelry or some handbags to resell it. That's not what's happening. We are taking our time to sit and create for something that comes from self. We're attached to these things, right? We become proud of these things, right? It becomes an extension of us, right? So when we put it out in the atmosphere or on the internet, we are sensitive about our ish, right? We're sensitive about it because it's a part of me. And the fact that you don't like it, or there's a possibility that you might people might not like it, it scares you and you hold on to it and you're afraid to put yourself out there. And you're scared to get rejected because who doesn't like rejection, likes rejection, right? And then, in this society, everything has been equated. Your worth has been equated to how many likes you get on your post. And so if you don't get this many likes, then that means something is wrong with you. But that's not it at all. That's really not it at all. And then you take it personal, and then you shut down. Then you say, I'm gonna just go get a job, or I'm gonna just stop because so-and-so didn't like my post. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So what we want to address is our mindset, and how you think about yourself reflects directly on how you think about your product, how you think about your craft, and how you put it out there into the world. Okay. So, Lashana, I'm probably talking to everybody. I understand. See, listen, I'm telling y'all, I know how you feel. I've been there. I've been in these large crafting groups on Facebook, and I'm like, I posted something and got crickets, but she posted something and she got like 10,000 likes, which to you equates into a lot of money, doesn't it? She must, and everybody is saying, send me, DM me, DM me, DM me. What's your link? What's your link? So to you, in your mind, you think, oh, she's making a lot of money. So what's the first thing y'all do? Tell the truth. Y'all look at what she's doing, and then you run to Michael's and you try to buy all the supplies and make it yourself. Tell the truth. Go on, it's all right. Because you're in your mind, you think that's the thing. So now you have become a craft chameleon, right? You have become a craft chameleon because you're not secure in yourself. You go run and buy all of this stuff trying to keep up with her. Okay. But that's not your passion. And so guess what? Do you stick with it? Because that's not what's feeding your soul. And then is that product just as good as the product that really hits your soul? It's not, because you're just doing it to make money. You're just doing it because you think that's what you got to do. You're just doing it because you don't have confidence in yourself. You don't have confidence in your product. You don't have your blinders on. You're looking to the left and the right, and you can't pay attention to your lane. And when you're not paying attention to your lane, guess what happens? You veer out of it and you crash. And then you like, oh no, what do? I don't know what to do. And I have all this stuff now. Oh no. You got to let that go. And then you have a whole craft room full of stuff that
you went back out, Karen. Karen. Try to speak again.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
We hear you. Your screen is stuck, but we hear you now.
Thank you. I don't know. It's fine over here for me. I don't know. I hope. Okay. Can y'all see me now? I hope so. But if you can hear me, let me just keep going. So what ends up happening, I went out. You have okay. Thank you, doll. Okay, I'm frozen. I hope I'm cute while I'm being frozen. I hope, it's not one of these ugly pictures, how they catch you looking crazy. But as long as y'all can hear me, okay? So, and don't screenshot that and don't do that. So, okay, so you got a whole room full of stuff that you don't need. It's a bunch of wasted money, a wasted time, wasted energy, and you still frustrated and you still don't know what you're gonna do, okay? So let's just tackle that. My question is, why don't you feel you're worthy? Okay. Why don't you feel you're worthy? I'm going to pull up, let me see. Let me pull up hold on. Okay. The first thing is, what is your why? Like, what is your why in getting into business? That's what that is. What was your reason for doing that? What was your purpose for doing that? Okay, what's your why? And then the next one is, do you feel intimidated to share your new business? If so, why? And be as honest as possible. This is for your eyes only. I need you to be honest with yourself. Do you not show? Because that plays into it. What's your why? Because see, your why must not be big enough if you're still afraid to show your stuff, right? And to do for yourself. So my question is, are you scared? If so, what are you scared of? Are you scared of judgment? Now y'all are stuck. Okay. Are you scared of judgment? Are you scared of rejection? Are you scared of success? Are you scared of what other people are going to think and say about your product? Are you scared of criticism? Are you scared of being critiqued? If you are, why? What is it inside of you that's holding you back? Sound. Symptom of a deeper issue within you, rejection, what people will say, your confidence, all right? Failure, success, you don't have nothing to lose, okay? All of these are good. Fear of rejection, that is the biggest thing, fear of rejection. Why do you feel so fearful? Why do you feel like you are not good enough? Why do you feel if one person doesn't like your stuff, then that means it's trash? That is something within you as a person because of either your environment or something that was told or something that was implied to you as a young person or as even as an adult. Something was told to me as an adult that made me just stop in my tracks and made me scared of everything, right? And made me fearful of everything and everybody. It was a few little words from a person that was trying to be cruel to me. Transparency. Somebody was trying to be cruel to me, right? And they said something and it struck and sounded true to me. It made sense to me. And somehow it attached itself to my emotional DNA and stuck with me. And that is where I started making my decisions with my life. It started making my decisions based on that. And y'all want me to tell you what they said? Because this is real talk now. It's real talk. Someone told me, I'm like, why don't, this one person had an issue with me. They had an issue and I couldn't understand why. I'm like, I don't have an issue with nobody else. And this was a very important person to me. I have an issue with no one else in my life but you. And you're supposed to be this person to me. Why don't you like me? Everybody else likes me. And they said, because they don't know you. If they knew you, they wouldn't like you either, is what it was told to me. This is a true story. And it was something rang true about that if a person gets to know you, really get to know you, the real you, I was always afraid from that. Listen, I can ugly and hateful. I'm just telling you that I understand. And I don't mind sharing pieces of myself to get you to get it. And that stuck with me because there is a ring of truth. Until you go into business with a person or you live with a person, you really don't know that person. So you think that maybe that's true. Oh my God. So subconsciously, I started pulling away and I subconsciously believed what that person said. So I felt like everything I did was tainted. And so that is where I was moving from. That is the spirit and the mindset that I was making all of these decisions in my life subconsciously from. And I was an adult when this was said to me. So it doesn't have to be like you had this horrible childhood and horrible parents. It could be something that from a trusted source that they say something that just strikes you and makes you feel some type of way. I need you to find that within yourself. And tackle that. That is, we can go deeper, but that's more than the time allots for that. But I'm telling you, that has something to do with your mindset. And if you don't have the courage to figure out what that thing is, what ends up happening is it will taint your product. It will taint your experience. It will taint you. And you will be scared to put your stuff out into the public. And you will question yourself. And you will not price. And this takes it into the next level of your pricing strategies, right? You try to put stuff out there in the world, throwing it up against the wall because you refuse to take time for yourself. You refuse to believe you are good enough. If you don't believe you are good enough, you'll never believe your product is good enough. And therefore, you'll never charge the right amount of money for the product because you feel it's not good enough to begin with. Does that make sense to people? Can y'all see me? I don't know what is going on in my screen because y'all are stuck. Okay, great. As long as you hearing me and seeing me. Okay.
I see you.
Okay, thank you. So that's what I need for you to understand. It's how your mindset plays into your money, mindset and money. If you do not get your mindset right, you will never charge what you're worth. Because you don't feel like you're worth anything anyway. You don't feel like it. So therefore, anything that comes to you that you have created, you don't feel like it's worth the price. That's a problem. You guys are out there killing and killing the game in the sense of you're charging $5 for something that should be $45. You're charging low prices, and what ends up happening is you get burned out. You guys take on products that you should never be taking on. That's not your brand. Do you even have a brand? No, you don't.
Sound. Your sound is out.
Oh my goodness.
You stopped that. We heard you say you don't have a brand.
Do you have? Okay, thank you. I don't know what is going on. I am like I got all bars. I'm right by the router. I am like nothing else is on. I don't know what's happening. I apologize. Somebody don't want y'all to get this information. Something. I sell super cool stuff for like $5 that is great quality but no one will buy it if I sell it for more than I don't think it's just so hard. Okay, so here's let me break this down because I see what you're saying. Okay, let me help you understand. You just throwing stuff out there, you're so desperate to get a sale and get validation from people because you feel like getting a sale is validation of your craft, that you will take anything. You will take whatever dollars and cents people are willing to throw your way because you think that validates you. And that validates that you have a good product and your skill is good. That's not what it does. It just shows that you're desperate. You guys can put Swarovski crystals, the best glue, the best glitter, the best products, and your products probably should be $95 and you sell it for $5 because you're so desperate to get a sale. And how do you support yourself on that? You can't. You can't support yourself on that. And then what ends up happening is you get burnt out. You do all of this work. You realize that your account is on the negative because you only got $5. So basically, you paid the people to work for them. You sent them some great product, and because you put no value on yourself, nobody else is putting value on you. And so therefore, now all of a sudden, I want to get paid what I'm worth. Why? You never did before. Because you've already devalued yourself. People can look at items and say, this is really good quality. Why is she charging so less? Something must be wrong with it. Y'all do that yourself with other products. When something that you see is supposed to be really, really good quality and they mark it down for dirt cheap, the first thing you want to say is something must be wrong with it. And you actually would rather go and pay the full price because the perception is that that's the good one. This is the damaged one. When you go to the store and you see a box on the shelf and it's got tape on it, y'all look at it and say, don't get that one because that looked like a return. It must be damaged. Push to the side and find one that hasn't been opened. Y'all can't tell me you don't do that. So the perception is reality. So when you are not pricing yourself correctly, the perception is it's either not good quality or something is wrong with it. And people, because you do not know who your client is, because you do not know who you are, you don't know how to target the right client to pay the price that you deserve to be paid. Because you didn't get your mindset together. Again, I could go very, very deep into mindset. Matter of fact, when you come into my community, when you become one of my members of my group and I mentor you, you will be going through at least 4 to 6 weeks of mindset training, real talk. Because all the rest of it doesn't matter. If you don't get your mind right, all the other stuff that I'm telling you to do doesn't matter if you don't get your mind right. But I tell you this, once we get your mind right, man, all the rest of the stuff falls into place like clockwork. It becomes clear to you. You have to get your brand together. You have to figure out who is your target market. Who is the person that you want to serve? Who is the client that you want to sell to? What does she look like? Where does she shop? What kind of car does she drive? What kind of clothes? Where does she like to eat? Does she have kids? Is it a mother? Is it a pregnant woman? Is it a newborn? What is it that you're trying to make with your product? Who are you trying to serve and why? What problem are you trying to solve? Like one of my hottest deals, my hottest products that I did is I made these beautiful couture car seat canopies. You know, the canopies that drape over the car seat to protect the baby. That was one of my premier items, and they were higher end, right? And so my client was the fashionable woman that wanted to have her baby stuff look as good as her. She didn't want to have to sacrifice her fashion sense to be a mother. I'm a fly chick. I'm not walking around here with rabbits and elephants. I'm not doing that. That's not going to go with my outfit. That was me, right? I liked glitter. I liked glam. I liked that. So I started to create things, and I really started that because of my granddaughter. And I'm like, well, if she's with me, she got to be cute. Everything got to be cute and match me, because the baby don't care. She sleep. She doesn't care. But I'm taking her out with this stuff, and it's like, it's so dull. So guess what happens? I created this thing for my granddaughter, and it just took off. But I was very clear on who I was serving. I wasn't serving the plain Jane mom that just wanted a blanket over her kid. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the way I presented my business, the way I presented my item, the way I marketed it, I would attract the women that wanted that type of stuff from me and were willing to pay it. And trust me, they paid it. It was not a problem because I knew the language. Once you know the language of your ideal client avatar, once you know what she likes to hear, what her pain points are or his pain points are, what is it that they want, and what can you create to solve the problem? Guess what? You start talking their language. You start looking like what they're looking for. And then they come to you. You don't have to chase them. They come to you because you're talking. Right now, y'all talking gibberish. Nobody knows what you're saying. So you're not attracting anybody. All you're doing is trying to be a crafting chameleon and do this, and this, because I want to service everybody. I ask people, well, who do you want to talk to? Who are you trying to sell to? Well, I'm trying to sell to everybody. I want everybody to have my stuff in their store, their house. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not how. Do you think that's how Michael's do it? Michael's is a craft store. Period. Michael's does not sell pre-made t-shirts that I know of. They sell t-shirts and patches or t-shirts and iron-on, so you can make it. But they are not in the business of creating all of the stuff. They give you the glitter, but they're not making glitter stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to service everybody. They know who their target market is, and that's who they talk to, and that's the lane they stay in. They don't care who this is doing or what that is doing. This is what we doing. And that's where they stay. Not, oh, so-and-so over here just sold this product. Okay, that's great, but we don't sell that, so we're not worried about what they're doing. This is what we do because we're not speaking French. We speak Spanish. They speak French. Let them speak French. Y'all don't have to be multilingual in everything. Y'all don't. And then you're a master, you're a jack of all trades. Let me tell you something around me. Don't you, I'm gonna say it this time. There's a few things that you cannot say around me, and I'm gonna just be clear. So y'all know if y'all ever encounter me, I don't want to hear it. Jack of all trades. I'm a jack of all trades. I do a little bit of everything, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I make this, I make that, I make this, I make that. I'm just a jack of all trades. And you think that's cute. That's not cute. It's not, especially in the business world. Do you feel like that's reliable? If today Michael's, you know Michael's for crafting, but tomorrow when you walk in, all of a sudden they have automotive parts in their store, what would you think? All of a sudden they're selling groceries. Outside of that little candy that they be having at the front desk trying to tempt you with, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, let me just go on and get this candy right here. They get on my nerves. I'm on a diet. Let me just go on and get it. I got a 20% off coupon. Go ahead. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but over there, they got the milk. They got milk by the milk paint in the paint section. What does that look like? Y'all will be like, what's going on here, Michaels? That's not what we do. I did not come here for milk. I came here for milk paint. Y'all got it twisted, right? Or automotive parts, true automotive parts over there in the section where they have the little craft, little miniature stuff. Maybe they need to put a chainsaw over there by the unfinished wood section that they have. Maybe they need to do that. Would that be okay with y'all? No. But doesn't grocery stores make a lot of money? People buy milk, and doesn't it just make sense that, hey, I can just go on and Michaels could say, hey, I'm gonna just go on and pick up the milk, put the milk by the milk paint. Then they don't have to go to the grocery store. Then we be servicing all the customers. They're not gonna do that. No real legitimate company is gonna do that. They're gonna pick a lane and they're gonna master that lane, and they're gonna stay and they're gonna dominate that lane. So when you think about a craft store, what do you want? You're gonna think about Michaels. That's what they want. That's it. You can't do that when you're trying to do everything under the sun. You can't. I know we're crafters. I get it. You can't just do one thing. I would never ask you not to be who you are, which is a creative. But when we're talking about business, you have to be cohesive. Like, for instance, once you figure out who your avatar is, who your client is, who your girl is, you can do your t-shirts and your coffee mugs and your pillows. You can do that type of stuff. Why? Because you have figured out the theme of your brand, right? It's a theme. So now if your girl or your avatar's name is Tiffany, let's just say it's Tiffany. Tiffany is this type of person and she does this type of thing. You can sell t-shirts and coffee mugs and this and that and the third, as long as it's something that Tiffany would wear. You can't do stuff if your client is Tiffany. You can't do, Bridget doesn't like pink. Bridget does not like pink. So, I mean, Tiffany is your girl. Tiffany doesn't like pink. She likes green. So why are you selling pink stuff? Like if Tiffany is a girly girl, like girly girl, right? But your girl over here, Samantha, is a tomboy. Why are you trying to sell Tiffany Samantha type stuff? Is she gonna like it? She's already told you I'm a girly girl. I don't like tomboy type stuff. I don't like that. So you can sell multiple things as long as there's some type of theme going in and it's cohesive. But if you're looking all sporadic all over the place, confused people don't buy. confused people do not buy, right? They run from you because you clearly don't know what you're doing. Clearly, because you're all over the place. And that means that I feel like my money is going to be all over the place. And I'm not going to send that to you. Now, I'm very transparent. My mother has texted me 3 times, and now she's calling me. Next thing, she will be at my door if I don't say, Ma, I'm teaching for Michael's right now.
I will call her, Karen.
Thank you. So I'm transparent. This is what it is. So, right, confused people do not buy. So drop in the chat if this is making sense to you and you want me to keep going. Because I just want to make some, I got to make sure that okay. Because I'll let you go. If y'all bored or something, I'll let you go. Okay, so now that we have figured out that we need to get our mindset together, okay? Then we figure out, all right, now that I got my mindset together, I got to figure out my brand, right? And who is my brand speaking to? Here's some advice. Who is your brand crush? Who is your brand crush? So who is that company that you look at and say, oh my God, I like their colors. I like their layout. I like their brand aesthetic. Oh my God, I really love it when I get their emails. Oh, that's so cool that they give you that feeling. See, I always remember about the feeling, right? Because we're heart and soul. We work from our heart and soul. So you want to make sure that your product is exuding the energy that you want to give and the energy that you want to receive, okay? So think about that. So let's say if you're a Tiffany girl, I love Tiffany. I love Tiffany, whatever your person is, or Ray Dunn. I love that style of Ray Dunn, or I love the farmhouse style, whatever it is. Find a company that does farmhouse style and look at how they talk. Remember, the companies these are $1 million companies. They have spent millions and millions and millions of dollars already doing market research, testing. They've hired graphic artists. They've hired people to poll and survey to make sure that they are talking to their client. Okay? They've done the work for you. So go over and look at Tiffany's. We don't copy. We do, listen, write it down. We don't copy. We can get inspired, but we do not copy because we're originals. Okay? Now, you go to Tiffany.com and look at the layout. If that's the type of woman that you want to draw to you, look at Tiffany's website, and then I'm going to need you to go look at your website and see how that match. That's not matching. So what you need to do, okay, I see how clean look they are. I see how their photographs are. Look at the photographs. Look at how they're staging. Look at all of those things. Get on their email list and see how they speak, how their language is to their client. That will give you insight on how to build out your brand to target the same type of client. Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense to you. Whoever it is, whoever your spirit animal in the branding world is, look at them and learn from them. Get on their mailing list. Go to them. It doesn't matter if you can afford Tiffany's or not, or whatever. We don't care about that. What we want to know is how do they talk to their customers? How do they treat their customers? What is the customer experience? What does that look like, right? And so that's what you need to do. You need to mimic that with your flavor, because you have to be authentic. In creativity, you need to be authentic. And when you are authentic, that is when you drive and pull people to you. Okay? Don't be fake. Stop being somebody that you're not. Stop jumping on every single bandwagon trend that you see, thinking that, oh, this is the hottest thing going, so I got to switch my game up and go do that. Your avatar may not like that. And are we trying to make money? Are we trying to make this to level up our business so we can leave our jobs or get ourselves out of the hole or do whatever goals that we have? Well, then that means you need to be focused on what you're doing and stop being blindsided and distracted by every single thing, left to right, left to right. Stop. Focus and start to build out. Once you get your avatar together, you know how to build your brand, right? And as you build your brand, that's what your social media is going to look like. You're going to create graphics or do things or say things that would be attractive to your client. What would she want to hear? Is she somebody that needs motivation? You create a motivational quote. Listen, y'all need to stop copying everybody else's motivational quote. Stop screenshotting and repost. Go over to Canva or whatever platform that you use and take the same words and credit that person at the bottom and put your logo in your style. You don't have to use some of these quotes that look bootleg, they look all janky and they all crooked and stuff, and y'all just repost it because, oh, it's a good quote. That's a part of your brand. Another thing is your social media needs to be separate. Stop trying to sell to your friends and your family. Your friends and your family are not your customer. They're not your customer, and it's going to discourage you if you keep trying to force your stuff down their throat because they don't want your stuff. Sorry to tell you that. But they probably don't for various reasons that we will not get into right now because it's beyond the scope of this class. But I'm telling you, your friends and family are not your customer. And if you sell on your personal pages, that's all that's on there. They're not going to respect you, first of all, because you didn't respect yourself, number one. They're not going to respect your game. And it's just going to frustrate you. Stop expecting stuff from people that are not capable of giving you what you're looking for. And that just makes you angrier anyway. Stop. Just go start a new Facebook or Instagram page for your business. And it better not be private. Make sure that it is an open page. How am I supposed? What did it look like, Michael's? I'm trying to shop at Michael's, but I can't find the store anywhere or see what's in it. That doesn't make sense. I want you to buy from me, but we got all of our windows blocked out and we don't even have a sign on the building. What does that doesn't even make any sense. That's what made a private business page is. Makes no sense, right? Just pack up and go home. Okay. So
your sound is out. Your sound is out. Okay, you're back. No, your sound is out.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. I've heard the best contact customers with contacts. That's true. Other people's people, OPP. Other people's people. That is true. But first of all, what you need to do, how do you build a social media presence? By doing some of the things I just told you. I wish I could get more into that, but I have limited time. Again, beyond the scope of this, class. But some of the stuff that I'm telling you right now, no, it does not. Facebook does not count as a website. No, absolutely not. Beyond the scope of this class, but it does not count as a website. That is more of a marketing page that you can funnel people to your website. That is backroom. I consider that backroom. You're just starting out, you know, and even if you've been seasoned and you've been selling for a long time, even if you're doing that and you're still working from your DMs and your Facebook page, you're in the back room. Michael's or whatever company doesn't sell in the DMs. They got a store and they got a website. That's legit. They don't take Cash App or Zelle, or that's not what we do. We're a business. We don't operate in the dark in a DM. We're a business. We have a brand. We know our client. We know what our client wants. We know why we're doing this. We're confident. We're clear on what our objectives are. And that's what we go after. And we don't get distracted by what other people are doing. How do you get a website? There's several of them out there. You have Shopify, you have Etsy, you have Wix, you've got Squarespace, you've got Weebly. There's hundreds of platforms out there for you to get a website. How do we brand? What I was just telling you, you need to figure out who is your customer. Who are you talking to? And then you need to find the colors that appeal to that customer, you know, and speak their language and that represents you. Okay, or I forgot about Squarespace. Does anyone have that? Squarespace is great. Okay. All right. So how do you get paid? How do I get paid? Now I need to understand that question. How do you get paid on a platform, or how does Karen Baxter get paid? Is that what you're saying? I need to know pricing tips. Okay. So part of the pricing is, again, you have to know the person who you're talking to. You have to realize, do you want to come out as a price person, a quality person, or a convenience business? A price position in the marketplace is, I want to undercut everybody. Your price position kind of conscious companies are like Dollar Tree. They're like Walmart, people like that are trying to get quantity. They want to get a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. They want to get a lot of people, so they get the cheapest price, right? Then you have your quality people who give top-notch quality, and you're going to charge for it. So somewhat like Target. Target is not the bargain basement. They charge for their stuff. The clothing in Target is the same price. If you go to Belk's or Macy's or whatever, they're pretty much the same price, even though it's kind of like a small department store, right? And then, so you got to determine who you want to talk to. And then your convenience price is the companies that, instead of you making your customer wait for 3 weeks to get a product that you have to hand make, you have a lot of product and inventory on standby that you can ship out immediately. So you're able to charge a good price and maybe charge a little bit more of a premium, because the person you're undercutting this person over here who has to wait 3 weeks. And some people will pay more money to get their stuff faster, right? So it really depends. I wish I had more time to really break that down. But again, mindset is the key, because when you realize how worthy you are, you will start to charge for everything, right? You need to know your pricing. You need to know how much your stuff cost. You need to know how much your product cost, right? A lot of you guys don't charge for your time. You don't charge for your energy. You don't charge for your labor. You think, okay, I bought these supplies for $5 at Michael's on sale, okay? On sale. I got it for $5 on sale. So it really only cost me $2.50. Okay. I'm going to charge $10, or I'm going to charge $5. I'm going to double that, and I'm going to charge $5, and I made money. No, you didn't. Because guess what? When you run out of those supplies and you got to go back to Michael's and you don't have a coupon, right? You don't have a coupon and it's not on sale, you have to pay full price. So now instead of $5, the product was $10, but you priced it for a $2.50 product. Okay. So now what? You've lost money. Then you don't count your time. You don't count your time. Time is money. Do you go to work, and when you clock in, you're getting paid by the hour?
Your sound went out. Your sound is out. And this is the good part.
Acronym, cost of goods sold.
Karen.
Yes.
Go back a little to the beginning of that subject.
Okay. Cost of goods sold.
A little bit before that.
Okay, so you guys got to learn how to labor. Are we talking about labor?
We're talking about labor. We're talking about pricing for, after you've purchased your items and you're not paying for your labor.
Thank you. So you guys are you purchase your items and you're not charging for your labor. And what ends up happening when you go to your job, you are trading time for dollars. I'm giving you this amount of time for this amount of money per hour, period. Right? To do a job. What's going to happen if your check come up short? Y'all going to say, I was on here for 10 hours and y'all only paid me for 8. I'm going to need y'all to fix that real quick. But the same amount of time it took you 3 hours to make this cup, this tumbler, this shirt, you don't charge for that. You're not charging for that. All you're charging for is for the supplies. What sense does that make? What happens when there's a recession and people are late, are the money is not coming in? What's the first thing to go at a company? Labor. They got to cut their labor cost because time is money. So why would you not charge for your labor? So I need for y'all, not when you buy your supplies, cost of goods sold, COGS, it's an acronym, cost of goods sold. I need for you guys to make sure that you got your COGS together. You need to make sure that you're counting every bit, every little bit of what you have going on, what's going into that product. And real briefly, how you do that is you basically, if you bought, I don't know, a package of 10 buttons, whatever, right? Package of 10 buttons, and those buttons were $1. That package word was $1, right? And you got 10 buttons. That means that each button in there costs 10 cents, right? And then what ends up happening is if, say, you needed 5 buttons for the project, those 5 buttons cost 50 cents. So that's what you use to start your COGS. Whatever those pieces that goes into making your project, that's your goods. Then you add your labor. I can't tell you how much to charge for your time, okay? And your time may fluctuate because let's say, for instance, you are an intricate beater. The beater, it may be more intricate, more detailed. Like sometimes you might have one profession that may only charge $10 an hour because it's not that labor intensive. It's not that, you know.
Your sound is out. Your sound is out.
Karen.
More laborious, labor intensive, and more intricate designs, more serious, more skilled, you probably want to charge more per hour for those type of things. For really simple things, you may only charge a few dollars or $5, $10 per hour. That's up to you. But figure out what that is for each one of your products. You get your cost of goods, your supplies, and your labor, and then you times that by a minimum of 1.5 at least, right? But it's up to you to do market research. Just like every single company. Do you not think that Michaels don't have teams of people going into Joann's and Hobby Lobby? Do you think that they're not doing that? And vice versa, you don't think that secret shoppers come into Michaels to see what they're doing? That's market research, right? So go on Etsy, go on we don't copy, but you need to know what's going out in the marketplace to get an idea. And so you do your market research, and then you go back to your ideal client avatar and how you want to show up in the marketplace. Am I showing up as a high-end person because the kind of person that I'm talking to is a high-end person? If that's the case, then your price is going to differ from a Dollar Tree type person. It's going to differ. So there's so many factors involved, but where the key is before pricing, there's not one flat answer to pricing because there's so many components that other people are not going to tell you that kind of go into pricing, right? But it all starts with your client avatar and your branding. And it mainly starts right here with that mindset. And here's another thing that my good friend Shalita, my craft buddy and my homie, would tell me. Karen, when I would say, oh no, that's too much, Shalita. No, I can never charge that. She's like, Karen, you cannot afford yourself. You can't afford yourself. I didn't understand that at first, but it's true. Think about it, y'all. Y'all are the ones made it. You made it. So you know it only cost you $5 to make. It was easy for you. right? It was easy for you. So in your mind, you think I can't sell this for, it only cost me $5 and it took me 10 minutes to make. Why will I charge $100 for it? Who's going to pay that? I'm not going to pay that. Of course you're not going to pay it because you know how to make it. But other people don't know how to make it. That's why they coming to you to buy it. They don't know how to make it. You can't afford yourself. So stop pricing yourself based on what you would spend, because you cheap anyway. Real talk. I'm sorry, but you cheap anyway. You want to figure out how to make it yourself. Come on. Y'all know I'm not, y'all laughing, but y'all know it's true. Y'all cheap anyway. Girl, I can make that. You go and spend $300 of supplies to make something that you could buy for $10. Y'all know. Okay. So that's some of that stuff. You got to know who you are, first of all. You got to know who you are, first of all. And then that enables you to be very clear on who you want to serve. Once you know who you want to serve, then you know how to build your brand out to attract the people that you want to serve. Then you know how the type of products that you need to create for your brand. And then you know how to price your stuff in such a way that the people that you want to target will come to your brand. Then you know how to set up your platform, and then you market, then you get on an email, and then we're going deep, deep, deep. Okay. So drop it in the chat if you feel like you've gotten value from this little, I know it was a snippet, and I know I spent a lot of time on mindset, because that is where it really, 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 truly starts. Okay. That's why I need to make sure you good. Y'all good. Okay. Awesome. So if you guys want more of this, you guys got to go over to my website. Well, you see my website right here, Miss Creative CEO, but on Facebook, my people will drop it in the chat. On Facebook, my Facebook group is The Creative Boss Collective on Facebook. The Creative Boss Collective on Facebook. They are dropping it in the chat right now, so you can just click it and go over there. The Creative Boss Collective on Facebook. You can join that. That is my free group. I saw in here that somebody wanted me to be their mentor. I didn't see the name, but they're like, I need you as my mentor. Okay, I love that. Right now, my inner circle, which is my paid membership, is open. The doors are open, but they will not be open for long. Okay, because it's not about money, it's about the mission for me. And so what I do is I open it up periodically to let new people in, and then I close the doors because we become a family. We have a community that is unparalleled in the industry. I will stand on that. I'm not knocking anybody else's stuff, but my community is the bomb. And we are really fertile soil. We are the environment that you need. See, you cannot grow well in darkness. You can't grow well alone. You need sunlight, you need water, you need food, and you need pruning when you've got dead leaves and weeds growing around you. I have to be there to snatch them out, okay? Because them dead leaves and those weeds are stifling you and they are killing you, all right? So what happens in my community, I close the doors and we get to know you. We get to know you, and we get to learn who you are and what makes you tick. And I will pull out all the crap out of you so that you can be the great person that you are and the great crafter that you are. My people are six-figure earners. Some of them have just started their own communities. They have started their own academies where they're teaching. Their businesses businesses have exploded exponentially over the last 3 months. Most of the people have gotten their LLCs and their EIN numbers, their tax ID numbers, their business accounts, set up their websites. We don't let the grass, the weeds grow up under our feet. We keep it moving. We get it done. So for a limited time, that membership is open. That membership is open for now. If you want to get the mentorship, and it's not just me, it's my team, the BOD, and my community are all there to welcome you. One thing I will caution you is we don't do drama, we do business. Okay, so if that's your life, if you got that dramatic type life and you want to start mess, I'm just really transparent. I'm not the one for you. Okay. Then the next thing I will tell you that I have tonight, especially for tonight till midnight, I have 2 products in my store. One is the productivity suite. It costs $49.99 regular price. But for Michael's tonight, it's 70% off. 70% off. So it is 15 bucks. All right. And also my Maker to Mogul Success Kit, which helps break down making you think about your mindset, your foundational principles, your goals, how to get your pricing together, and also who your ideal client avatar is. It's about 40 pages of goodness. That one is $49.99, and the productivity suite is $39, but both of them are $15 if you use the code Michaels70. Michaels70. And they have just dropped those links in the chat. And that is till midnight tonight, Michaels70. Now, the productivity suite is a collection of forms that will help get you organized in your crafting business. Okay, you can print them out, you download them, they will automatically come to you once you purchase them. They come to you, you can download them, use them as much as you like. And there she has it, Janine. I'm a spotlight Janine. Hold on, Janine. There you go. That's what it looks like printed out. It's the productivity suite. It has tons of information in it. It has calendars in it. It helps you keep up with your money. It helps you get your projects together. It's just a great resource for you in your business. Thank you, Janine. It's a great resource in your business. And then the other one it's a collection of amazingness, if I do say so myself. And you get both of them for 30 bucks, where one of them was $49, so $50, and the other one is $40, so that's 90 bucks regularly, and you're getting both for 30. I'm like, come on. So that's it. What you mean you're getting 404? Let's see if we click this button right here. Let's make sure. Okay, that one goes straight to the Maker to Mogul Success Kit. That one is working. And let's see the productivity suite, if that one is working. Yep, both of them are working that they're dropping. Maybe there was one. Okay, thank you, Maureen. Thank you. Okay, hopefully the last ones that, okay, thank you, Zoe. Thank you. So yeah. So we've got a few more minutes, just about 5 more minutes or so left. Does anybody, I can't answer every question, but I'm going to give the first 3 people that raise their hands, not in the chat, but raise their hands. Raise their hands, use their thing. Okay, boom, stop raising your hands. I got 5 people up here. Okay, so the first person was Carla. Carla, I'm gonna ask you to unmute and ask me a quick question. And first of all, tell me where you're from, tell me how you like the class, and then ask me your question. Okay, I don't know, she went away. All right, Tiffany, you're next up. Unmute yourself, sweetheart. Okay. All right, Felicia, can you unmute yourself? No, somebody unmuted themselves. There you go. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. This has been a wonderful session. I'm from Boston, and I just had a quick question on your tribe, and how often do you meet? Like, how does this play out process-wise?
Okay, so it is a Facebook community. It's a private members only Facebook community. We have a Monday morning mindset meeting every Monday morning at 10 o'clock that is recorded and goes into a vault where you can access that at a later time if you can't make it. But it's best that you do. I have a lot of people that have jobs and they just put it in their ear and listen, and they talk in the chat if they can't talk. We also have masterminds. We have family time. So we do things like we cook together. We get on Zoom and we do cooking. Each person teaches one. We do self-care Sundays. Just this past weekend, we had a self-care where we did facials together, listened to some motivational speaking and things like that, because it is about the business, but it is about community and making you feel like you deserve it. We really want you to understand and get you immersed in the idea that you are worthy. Okay. And the more you are around people that pour into you, the more you will feel like you are worthy. The more you feel like you're worthy, the more you're willing to go out and do what you got to do. All right. So we do that. You also get like discounts on things that I offer. Not everything. It's not an all-inclusive membership. So there are courses and classes and events that you will have to pay for, but you will get a discount on it. And we will have a book club. We have industry representatives. My event this past weekend, I was blessed to have a Michael's VP of Growth. The Michael's VP of Growth was at my event. The CEO of Cricut was at my event. And so those type of people you're exposed to and be able to, through me and my community, you're able to talk to people like that on occasion. And
You're out again, Karen.
No,
Can't hear you.
went out.
No,
No,
but you look good.
you do. That's a
okay.
nice frozen picture.
Oh my God. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you
we
hear
can
me?
you.
Okay. Okay. So, right. The knowledge that is dropped in the group is unparalleled. And here's the thing. The most important thing that is priceless is the community. That's the priceless part. That it's incredible. We even have things called power hours, where in the middle of the night, somebody's up. Who's up? And people 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting an alert, or I'll wake up and they're in a room crafting together, you know, and talking and motivating each other together. It's about community. I hope that answers your question, doll.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else got a question? That's the only person out of 354 people that got a question. Okay. Okay. You got to raise your hand on the thing. All right. So because Stacy with Michaels has been gracious. Okay. After these two, we're gonna wrap it up and get up out of here. Tara Lee. Oh, I know. Hey Tara, how are you? Beautiful. All the way from Canada.
Hi,
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm wonderful.
Sorry, I can't put the camera on because I'm with my mom at the moment at the hospital. So my quick question is, sis, when are you going to have another one of these?
Well, that's on Michaels, man. You know, but listen, trust and believe. Me and Michaels, we are talking. I can't say a whole lot because they'll pinch me if I do. I can't tell y'all all the secrets. Blink, blink. I can't tell y'all all of that. But y'all see, I put lashes on just for y'all. Okay, so anyway, I'll be back soon. Trust that. I'll be back soon.
Perfect. Thank you
If
so
not,
much.
you join my group and you can get me over there. Okay?
All right, sis. Stay blessed.
Thank you, doll. iPhone. I don't know. I just see it says iPhone.
Hi, I'm so sorry. How are you?
I'm wonderful, doll. How are you?
I'm great. After listening to you, you have really got me pumped up.
Awesome. Good. I did my job tonight. They can pay me in peanuts. Okay. Or in
Yes.
glitter. Michael can play me in glitter. How about that?
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Well, I kind of like you struck a note with me on several, different points. But right now I kind of have got to stop saying I'm a Jill of all trades, because I do have a few business ideas that I want to do. And I have been praying and trying to figure out how can I narrow it down to one, because you can't put your attention on all of those ideas. And it's harder for me to narrow it down. How do you, kind of focus on what you should be doing?
That is a really great question. Okay. And the answer is mindset.
Okay.
When you really get to know who you are and what you want, okay? What you want, and who you want to service. Are you just a crafter just to be crafting? Are you doing it with purpose? And this is this is rhetorical, because it's not a quick answer. If you're giving me a quick answer, I'm not trusting the answer. I don't think you really thought that out, but that's my opinion. Because you're asking me this question. So I need for you to go back. I need you to write it out. Like, who am I trying to talk to? And what is the long-term goal? Let's stop thinking in minutes. Let's stop thinking in minutes. Right now, I want to sell this. Let's start thinking in years, in 5-year plans. What are we trying to accomplish? Okay. And then when you know that, and you know who you're trying to talk to, then and I'm not saying that you can't do everything. You are a talent. You are a creative. It's very hard for us to stop doing whatever we're doing and just do this one thing. We can't do that. But like I said before, figure out who your client avatar is and create a theme. Like my girlfriend up here, I keep referring to her because she's been very, very good with that, where she finally decided, I'm a girly girl. That's what I am. And that's the type of person that I want to approach, right? So even though she does multiple different things, she has handmade jewelry, she has soap, she has body butter, she has scrubs and lotions, and she has all kinds of stuff, mugs, pillows, t-shirts. She has all of that stuff. But when you go to her website, go to it, CPNS Boutique, CPNS Boutique. Go there. When you look at it, it's all cohesive. Even though it's a lot of different things, it all is cohesive, right? Okay. And that's how it makes sense. So you don't have to give up everything. You just can't look like it's just a big mishmash of stuff on your website. Does that make sense?
It does. And thank you.
You're so welcome. It was my pleasure. All right, one more iPhone. No, is that the same iPhone? Kelly Swain. And then we got to go because Stacy gonna be like, if you don't get off this Zoom, go ahead.
I just wanted to say hey, because I listen to you every morning. Well, now Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Clubhouse. So,
awesome.
I think I only talk up like once or twice because I told you, total introvert. But everything that you said today resonated. I'm gonna go look into my avatar, try to figure this out, because the first time I signed on, you said no jack of all trades. That's when you caught me, because that was my thing forever. So gonna pare down my craft room and stop buying everything just because I know I can make it, and try to build off that. So thank you. And
you're
hopefully
so welcome.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Yes, darling. I will be there tomorrow, bright and early. Thank you, darling. And hey,
absolutely.
Celebrate yourself. You did it, Miss Introvert. Sure. You're not an introvert. You're an ambivert. I told you that.
Yes, this morning. I know, and I learned a new word this morning. So okay. I wrote that one down, but I'm not home. But I do remember that from this morning. But I couldn't remember exactly what it was. I didn't want to sound crazy. But yes.
That's okay, baby. I got you. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome, beautiful. Listen, if you're on Clubhouse, go follow me on Clubhouse. I'm under Ms. Creative CEO. And then I have my own club on Clubhouse called Creative Boss Collective. Creative Boss Collective. So go follow that. Let me just get permission because I got a few more hands. Miss Stacy, can we go just a little bit longer?
Yep, I think we're good to keep going.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you, Michaels. Good. Y'all drop it in the chat and tell Michaels, thank you for bringing me to the stage. Okay, Felicia Jackson, what you got?
Hello there.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Oh, I did. I haven't seen you in a long time. I remember talking to you a time ago when both of our dads had passed away. But anyway, You're looking beautiful.
I kind of remember you. Thank you for being back here, girl.
Yeah, so I just purchased my set. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to joining the family. I'm going to do some more research and find out how I can get in.
Yes, come on. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Now, and don't be scared, because I'm gonna tell you, my tribe, they're a little selfish. They're a little selfish. Yep. So, but if you come in and you do what you're supposed to do.
Hold on, your sound went out.
Sound.
Sound is out. No, not yet. There you go.
There you go. Hey, Felicia, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Who is this? Crystal Taylor.
Unmute, Crystal.
Hello.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Hold on. Demetrius Edwards. Demetrius, I just glanced at that. I'm not sure what happened. If you guys have any issues with any downloads, because there's a lot of people hitting the site all at one time right this moment, and sometimes you got to give technology just a minute to catch up. Thank you, Adrian. She just dropped it. Send an email to support@mscreativeceo.com, and I'll make sure you have your stuff tonight. If you have an issue, check your spam, look for an email from Sendowl, and just in case. Okay, so Ms. Crystal.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you so much for opening up your heart and dropping all the knowledge. I came on because I opened my business and I have my EIN and my website and everything, and I just feel like I don't know what to do next. So this was a hobby for me, and it's just something I like to do. And now that I turned it into a business, I really didn't know what to do next, but your tips were very helpful. I need to find out my avatar and what I feel like I'm all over the place. Mm-hmm. So I need to just get my mind together and just center on one thing. So I'm looking forward to some more of your tips and help. Thank you.
Say that last part.
I said, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
You set up the legalities of a business, but you really don't have a business. You're still a hobby right now, because a business knows who their customer is. So, so we really got to work on that. And that's going to help you out a lot. Join the tribe.
Okay.
Join the tribe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. I don't see any more hands. Is one of my CBCIC people here that would like to come to the stage real quick and give a testimony and give some encouragement, more importantly, give some encouragement to
We can't hear you.
Zoom user. Okay. Next. Okay.
We couldn't hear you, Karen, so they may not have heard you call them.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Thank you, Janine. Zoom user. Okay, I lost them. All right. I was saying, is anybody from CBC on here that would like to come to the stage and give some advice to these budding creative entrepreneurs, and possibly want to give a testimony to the community? Eve, I probably would do that. Okay. Oh, I got two. Okay, real quick. Marquita.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
CBCIC is the place to be. The community literally gives me life every day, especially with what I'm going through. I'm not only trying to build a business, but I am also battling a disease that is cancer that's been I've been battling since 2019. But when I've joined this community, it's healing. That the ladies, they're inspiring. They give much knowledge, and they're just my family. You know, with COVID and not being able to touch and see and hug on anyone, I'm glad to be able to do things. I'm like, that past weekend was so much fun. I had, you know, it just breathes life into you, and it's something that you guys want to do.
I meant to put you on spotlight, add spotlight. There we go. I want everybody to see how bold and beautiful you are.
Yes, I'm a warrior. I fight every day. I fight for my life. I'm fighting for my business.
That's what I'm talking about. And she is doing a good job. And she has learned that email game. I'm seeing them emails come through, and it's just amazing. I just love it. Look at all the kind things that they're saying. The battle is not yours. Praying for your total healing. Isn't that beautiful? What a wonderful community.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marquita. Okay, we've got Beautifully Broken, which is Miss Bernadette. Hi, darling. Take yourself off mute.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, beautiful.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Good. Well, I'm part of CBCIC. This weekend, we had an awesome celebration celebrating Miss Karen Baxter. She is an awesome woman, and I thank her for what she does, and I thank everybody in CBCIC is helping me to get out of my comfort zone and stepping out there, because I'm kind of quiet. As she says, I got a powerful voice, but she's pulling me out. If you're looking for a place to come out of your comfort zone and to be a part of a bunch of women who are truly supportive, this is where you need to be. So I encourage you to check her out and jump on board.
Thank you, beautiful. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Look at you blushing. Go ahead, girl. Come on with it. Come on. Look at her sitting up here talking like she wasn't shy. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, beautiful. Okay, last one tonight, Tanika Thomas. You got to put I can't, there you go. Beautiful. Thank you. Add spotlight. Hi, darling.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm gonna try to keep this much like my stature. I'm gonna try to keep this short, right? But I've been a part of your group for about the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
The Monday morning mindsets is how I start off every week to get me going. It is pure life. Everything that you have said about us being a community is true. From the way in which everyone interacts with each other. You know, if somebody is going through something, there is so much love and support that goes on within the group. Within these 6 months, I have launched a website that I said that I was going to do for like the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten my LLC. I've gotten my business account. I have my EIN. I have my business account. I have my business credit card, all from the knowledge and support that I have received from you. So for anyone who is interested in being a part of a group of women who are pushing and pushing hard, this is the place to be.
We pushing hard too. They're not ready for 2021. They're not ready. Thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate you, and I'm proud of you too. Because for y'all three to get up here on this platform, impromptu, brownie points. Brownie points. I love it. Okay, ladies. I got a message that one of my wonderful people, Jay Bird, I didn't see her. Jay Bird, which is if she can come to the stage. Otherwise, we're going to get on out of here. Yep. Okay. So that's it, people. That's it. I hope that you got something out of this. I hope that you guys understand that you all are powerful, okay? You all are very powerful. You are amazing people, okay? I know it's hard to believe, especially if you are not in an environment that promotes that. But even here on the Michaels platform, you can meet people that you can bring and create your own tribe. Your environment is what you read, who you talk to, who you listen to, the music you listen to, the people that you watch on TV, all sorts of things, okay? So watch your environment. Again, I have two communities. I have a free community and I have a paid community. The paid community is where you get me and the community more in depth. The paid one, we're still there and we're loving on you there too. But get out here. Thank you, Michaels. Thank you, everybody, for spending your evening with me. You could have literally been doing anything else, but you stayed here with me. And I appreciate that. And that means a lot. Remember, you have the two things, the productivity suite, as well as the Maker to Mogul workbook. You have both of those basically 70% off, which goes from $90 down to $30 till midnight tonight. Michaels 70. Remember that. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me, MissCreativeCEO.com. I appreciate you. My mother, look, y'all, I gotta find her. Hold on. I know this is a mess. Look, but my mama just texted me and said, do you see me? And I was like, Listen, this is really me. This is like really me. And I'm looking for her at the moment. But out of 260 people, there she is. Mama, say hi to the world. Say hey to the world, Ma. Unmute your mic.
Hey, world. But you said say hi to the world.
I did. Say hi to Michaels. This is me. This is one of the reasons why I am the way I am, my mom. So I had to give her, she was here. So I had to let her know I saw her. Listen, this is really me. This is what it is. Thank you, Ma. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay. We are gone. We're getting out of here. I appreciate y'all. And I am going to give you something that I want you to take out of here. And remember what you need to do. Remember, you are light. Step into your light on your own stage. Run your business and run your life like a boss. Okay, hold on. This is where we are. 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Come on, dance it out. Level up, level up, level up, level up. All this on me so yummy. Wave and say bye, y'all. So yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Then more mistakes are gone.